The Frog and the Nightingale by Vikram Seth. Summary. The Frog and the Nightingale by Vikram Seth is a satirical poem that explores themes of exploitation, jealousy, and the destructive nature of misplaced trust. The poem narrates the story of a nightingale who is lured by a cunning frog to sing in exchange for supposed improvement in her singing skills. The frog, driven by jealousy and a desire for personal gain, exploits the nightingale's talent for his own benefit. The nightingale's lack of confidence and dependence on the frog's opinions lead to her tragic downfall. Through this allegorical tale, Seth critiques the exploitation of genuine talent and the consequences of misplaced trust in the pursuit of personal gain. About the author. Vikram Seth, an eminent Indian novelist and poet, was born on June 20, 1952, in Kolkata. Renowned for his versatility, Seth has left an indelible mark on the literary world. His magnum opus, A Suitable Boy, is a sprawling novel capturing post-independence India, acclaimed for its intricate storytelling. Seth's poetic brilliance shines in works like The Golden Gate. Armed with a degree from Oxford, he effortlessly blends diverse cultures and themes in his creations. A recipient of prestigious awards, including the Padma Shri, Seth's literary prowess extends beyond borders, showcasing a deep understanding of human relationships and societal nuances in his compelling narratives. Question 1. Read the extracts and answer the questions. Extract 1. Once upon a time a frog. She had ended, clapped. Page 131, 132. Question 1. Where did the frog croak? For how long did he croak every day? Answer. The frog croaked almost every day in Bengal bog at the foot of the sumac tree. The frog croaked from dawn to dusk. Question 2. Why did the other creatures loathe the frog's voice? Answer. The other creatures loathed the frog's voice because his voice was coarse and harsh, unlike the nightingale's voice, which was melodious. He croaked all night, and that disturbed the other inhabitants of the bog. They used stones, prayers, sticks, insults, complaints, and bricks to make the frog stop croaking, but they were not successful. Question 3. Who came and perched on the sumac tree one day? Answer. On a certain night, the nightingale perched upon the sumac tree and started singing. Question 4. Why was the frog dumbstruck? Answer. The frog was dumbstruck because the nightingale sang very beautifully, and the frog could not imagine that anyone could sing better than him. Question 5. Why did the other animals clap when she ended? Answer. The other creatures of the bog applauded her and clapped for her performance because she sang beautifully. Question 6. How did the creatures in the bog try to stop the frog's croaking? Did the frog stop? Answer. The frog croaked continuously in a bog named Bengal. The other creatures in the bog hated the voice of the frog. To stop him from croaking, the animals used stones, sticks, bricks, and they even prayed, insulted and complained. But all their efforts were futile. The stubborn frog would not stop. Extract 2. You must make your public happier. Blared unrivaled through the bog. Page 134. Question 1. How did the frog make sure that he was the only one to blare unrivaled through the bog? Answer. The frog made the nightingale practice even on rainy days when she complained of a bad throat. He forced her to practice, so that she might receive more applause. He also reminded her that she owed him 60 shillings for his lessons. One day, the frog advised her to sing with more passion and strength. When she tried to do this, she burst a vein and died. Thus, the frog was able to reclaim his original dominance in the bog once more. Question 2. Why did the frog puff up with rage? Answer. The frog puffed up with rage because the nightingale could no longer sing as she used to. The frog did not get the money from the audience that her song brought in initially. Question 3. What did the frog tell the nightingale to do? Answer. The frog urged the nightingale to use her wits, to follow the fashion and to puff up her lungs to sing more passionately. This would help her to get the audience's applause and appreciation and earn more money for him. Question 4. What happened at the end? Answer. The nightingale tried to puff up her lungs. She was terrified and blinded with tears. One day, the frog advised her to sing with more passion and strength. When she tried to do this, she burst a vein and died. Question 5. Why did the nightingale have to sing alone in the night? Answer. The frog had spoilt her voice by making her sing artificially, which destroyed her original voice, and no one liked it. As there was none to listen to her song, she had to sing alone in the night. Question 6. Why was the nightingale unhappy? Answer. She was unhappy because by then she had got used to appreciation and applause. She was all alone now. Singing alone did not give her any pleasure. Question 7. What did the frog comment? Answer. The frog was very angry and addressed her as a brainless bird and instructed her to puff her lungs out and sing with passion. Extract 3. Well, I charge a modest fee. Oh. But it won't hurt, you'll see. Question 1. What does the frog mean when he says it won't hurt? Answer. When the frog tells the nightingale that he would charge a fee for training her, the bird gets worried and reacts with an oath. The frog calms her by telling her at once that it is not much and she will be able to afford the charge. Question 2. How did the nightingale react to this statement? What does this tell you about her? Answer. The nightingale felt inspired and sang with newfound confidence. This reaction tells us that she lacked confidence in herself and trusted others easily. Question 3. What was the response to her singing? Answer. When the nightingale began to sing, she became famous. Animals from far and wide came to hear her magical voice. They did not mind paying to hear her sing. Question 4. Briefly compare the frog and the nightingale. Answer. The frog is a cunning and selfish creature. Though jealous of the nightingale, he works up a plan to use her for his benefits. The nightingale is foolish enough to believe him as she lacks confidence in herself. Question 5. What did the acceptance cost the nightingale? Answer. The nightingale accepted the frog's tutorage without realizing that she was being made to sing so that the frog could make money at her expense. The bird sang in all kinds of weather, fell sick and died. She paid the price with her life. Appreciating the text. Question A. Why do you think the creatures have been attributed human qualities in the poem? Answer. The creatures in the poem have been attributed human qualities to highlight similar traits prevalent in society. The envious frog traps and exploits the gullible nightingale, and once he comes to know that the nightingale is of no use, he destroys her. The poet may be hinting at people like the frog in society who are unable to face competition and go to any extent to survive at others' expense. The poet also cautions people like the nightingale who fall prey to boastful and cunning characters like the frog. Question B. How did the frog lure the nightingale into learning music from him? Answer. When the nightingale sat on the sumac tree and sang, everyone in the bog including the frog became speechless, hearing the voice of the sweet nightingale. The frog became very jealous at their reaction and made up his mind to trap the innocent nightingale. So he introduced himself as a great musician, a singer, and a critic. He cleverly convinced her that she required his training and guidance to become successful and famous. The gullible nightingale fell for these words of the frog and agreed to be trained by him as she felt he was as brilliant as the great musician Mozart. Question C. What was the reaction of the creatures in the bog upon hearing her melodious voice, and how did they express their appreciation? Answer. The creatures of the bog were delighted to hear her melodious voice. The frog gaped at her, the ducks and herons waded to her. A solitary loon was so moved by her song that she wept on hearing her melodious voice. Toads, teals, and tiddlers were so mesmerized by her beautiful voice that they pleaded her to continue her song and to sing again. They also applauded her performance. Question D. How does the poet employ literary devices in the poem? Specifically, what role does personification play in portraying the characters of the frog and the nightingale? Answer. There are many literary devices used in the poem like metaphor, personification, simile and onomatopoeia. However, it is personification that has been used almost consistently throughout the poem. The frog and the nightingale are almost like real-life characters. They are also given certain human attributes in the poem. The frog represents shrewd and cunning people who try to exploit others for their own benefit. The nightingale, on the other hand, seems very naive and innocent. She is gullible and is fooled by the frog but ultimately suffers and loses her life. Question E. How does the poet infuse humor into the poem, and what specific elements contribute to the comedic tone? Answer. The poem is not entirely humorous, but certain sections of the poem are humorous. In the beginning of the poem, the frog suffers and is insulted by the inhabitants of the bog. This is humorous. The cataloguing of the birds as titled guests is funny. They are called Owl of Sandwich, Duck of Kent, Mallard and Milady Trent, Martin Cardinal Mephisto, and the Coot of Monte Cristo. The frog represents people who are vain and jealous. This also adds to the humor of the poem. It is the poet's language that makes the poem humorous. Question F. How does the frog's jealousy impact the nightingale's art, and what consequences does it bring? Answer. The frog in the poem exploits the nightingale in order to gain money. Thus he exploited her for his own personal motives and benefits. The frog, being jealous of the nightingale, tried to hamper her art. In this way it stopped real talent from flourishing. The nightingale lacked confidence and was too dependent upon the opinions of the frog. This led to disaster and caused the death of the nightingale. Question G. Why did the nightingale readily accept the frog's offer? Answer. The nightingale accepted the frog's offer readily because she believed that he was a great singer. He was a veteran of the bog, as he himself had told her. She believed that under his tutelage she would improve greatly.
Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more updates.